Have you ever truly thought about death? Not in a morbid, fearful way, but as a simple, undeniable fact of life. It's a topic we often push to the back of our minds, a conversation we avoid. But what if I told you that confronting our mortality, head-on, could be the key to living a more vibrant, meaningful, and fulfilling life? This isn't a new idea. In fact, it's one of the most powerful lessons from an ancient philosophy that's more relevant today than ever: Stoicism. The Stoics, thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, weren't grim pessimists obsessed with the end. They were pragmatists who understood a profound truth: our time is finite. And by embracing this finitude, we unlock an incredible power. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who faced war, plague, and personal loss, wrote in his private journal, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Imagine that. If you knew your time was up tomorrow, would you still be worrying about that petty argument? Would you still be procrastinating on your dreams? Probably not. This practice, known as memento mori, remember you must die, isn't about creating fear. It's about creating urgency, focus, and appreciation. Let's break down why this is so transformative. First, contemplating mortality acts as a great clarifier. It helps us sift through the noise of daily life and identify what truly matters. We spend so much energy on trivialities: social media validation, minor annoyances, other people's opinions. The Stoics would call these indifferents, things outside of our control that have no bearing on our virtue or happiness. When you hold these worries up against the backdrop of your limited time, they shrink. They lose their power over you. Suddenly, spending quality time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, or contributing to something bigger than yourself takes center stage. Seneca put it beautifully when he said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." We act like we're going to live forever, squandering our most precious, non-renewable resource: time. Second, embracing mortality is a powerful antidote to fear, especially the fear of death itself. The Stoics argued that death is a natural process, not an evil. It's the destination we all share. To fear the inevitable is a waste of a life that could be spent on living. Epictetus advised his students not to fear death, but to fear the fear of death. It's the idea of death that terrifies us, not the event itself, which we will never consciously experience. By familiarizing ourselves with the thought, by meditating on it, we desensitize ourselves to the fear. It's like exposing yourself to cold water. The initial shock is intense, but with practice, you acclimate. You realize it's just a sensation, not a catastrophe. By accepting death as a natural part of the cosmic order, we liberate ourselves from the anxiety that holds us back from taking risks and living boldly. So how can we apply this ancient wisdom in our modern, fast-paced lives? It doesn't mean you have to walk around in a constant state of existential dread. It's about integrating small, consistent practices. One simple method is to start and end your day with a moment of reflection. In the morning, you might remind yourself that this day is a gift, not a guarantee. You could say, "I will live this day as if it were my last," focusing on what's important and acting with kindness and courage. In the evening, reflect on your day. Did you live in accordance with your values? Did you waste time on things that don't matter? This isn't about self-criticism. It's about self-awareness and continuous improvement. Another powerful technique is what's called negative visualization, or what the Stoics called premeditatio malorum *, the premeditation of evils. This involves imagining losing the things you hold dear. Imagine for a moment that your loved ones aren't there, that you've lost your health, or that your career is gone. This sounds depressing, but the effect is the opposite. When you return to reality, where these things are still present, you're flooded with a profound sense of gratitude. The coffee you're drinking tastes better. The conversation with your partner feels more precious. The simple act of breathing feels like a miracle. By periodically and deliberately imagining loss, you learn to appreciate what you have right now, in this very moment. You stop taking your life for granted. This brings us to the core of the Stoic message. Focus on the present. The past is gone, the future is uncertain. The only time we have any real power is now. Contemplating our mortality yanks us out of our daydreams about the future and our regrets about the past, and plants us firmly in the present moment. It's in the now that we can choose to be virtuous, to act with purpose, and to experience joy. Every moment becomes an opportunity to live fully.
The awareness that our moments are numbered makes each one infinitely more valuable.
You start to see the beauty in the ordinary, a sunrise, a good meal, a moment of silence. Life becomes richer, more textured. Think about the legacy you want to leave. When your time is up, how do you want to be remembered? As someone who is kind, brave, and wise? Or as someone who is consumed by fear and trivialities? The Stoics believe that a good life is one lived in accordance with nature and virtue. By remembering our mortality, we are constantly reminded to strive for that ideal. It becomes our North Star, guiding our actions and decisions. It motivates us to be better parents, better friends, better human beings. This isn't just philosophy. It's a practical guide to a better life. Steve Jobs, in his famous Stanford commencement address, talked about how remembering he would be dead soon was the most important tool he ever encountered to help him make the big choices in life. He said, "Almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important." That's the Stoic lesson in a nutshell. Living with an awareness of death isn't about being morbid. It's about being alive. It's about squeezing every drop of meaning and joy out of the time we have. It's about trading anxiety for appreciation, procrastination for action, and fear for love. It's the ultimate life hack, discovered over 2,000 years ago, so I invite you to try it. Take a moment today to reflect on your own mortality. Not to scare yourself, but to inspire yourself. Let it clarify your priorities. Let it deepen your gratitude. Let it empower you to live more fully, more bravely, and more intentionally, starting right now. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of Stoic wisdom. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content on philosophy for modern life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How do you practice memento mori in your own life? Until next time, live fully.